Alright guys, welcome to another SC2 cast on Pixel8d Weekly. This is the first semi-final being played here on Akalon Wastes. Between the I really want to make a call right now. Yes, between the Zerg player in the pink trunks, Bev's Panthera, or BEV's Panthera, who's very, very mannered indeed, and of course Darkstar's very own Diglett. With pretty sick decals going on, man. I do believe this is a mothership. Not the mothership core, but the full-on mothership decal, which is pretty sick. And yeah, both players high masters, both players very, very good. Both players playing for different clans. And yes, really quickly, I just want to make an apology. I, the Michigan, would like to apologize to everybody for the lack of a stream. The stream has been giving us problems for the last couple of weeks due to some cables in Egypt actually being damaged, so our stream can actually just bug out randomly, and our upload just dies for no particular reason. And yeah, just wanted to apologize to everybody. These are actually live VODs which are being recorded and will be uploaded at a different time. So yep, we can see the first pylon has been made on the ramp. Most probably going to be going for a Forge Fast expansion, as Forge Fast is really, really safe to go over here. And also Forge Fast just allows you to get that economy going, to be a little bit greedier, to force the Zerg to do something cheeky if he wants to hurt you. And it looks like there indeed was a 14 pool, I believe, as he was on 13 drones for a brief second, so a very early pool, well, a relatively earlier pool than usual. Also planting out one of his overlords over here at the natural, just to make sure that there are no shenanigans going on, as he does not want to lose immediately. And that is a pigeon in the background, and this is the drop screen, as Panthera could be suffering from some lag issues himself. And yeah, really quickly, just to talk about this map. This map, very, very good map indeed. Although I've noticed a lot of Zerg players don't really have a great time on this map. And Diglett, I know, right? And yes, Diglett takes the win right there, but I do believe we will be going to a re, as that was really unfortunate.
Replay saved.
Just to like not have to restart this video from scratch, I'm just gonna like keep you guys in the loop and find out what was up. Yeah. Just telling them just to re. That's one. And yeah, we like do give players rees, as we don't want that to like really hamper the action itself and to be the defining factor whether a player loses or wins. So yeah, everybody gets one, and we don't want to like keep handing out rees, because then it would get really silly and we wouldn't really get anything done. Referee. And I'm not going to be the referee apparently in this game, so in case things go horribly wrong, guys, in case things go horribly wrong, I will not be able to contact the players, but that's okay, the force is strong with me. And it looks like Panthera dropped again immediately. This is live, so you guys know I'm not really doing any shenanigans over here. This is legit, this is live. And I logged out. And yeah, just giving him an extra chance, because I really don't want this to be, again, the defining factor. And yeah, this is the last one I'll be giving him, because we can't like really afford to keep doing this. So it gets a bit silly after the first one, and it's unfortunate. I really hope that the net works perfectly for him. Bottom right hand side in the pink trunks we have Bev's Panthera. Top left hand side we have in the green trunks Darkstar's own Diglett. Team Darkstar, pretty awesome. They're my clan. And yep, the heart's going down for everybody. I feel the love right now, and I also messed that up exponentially. There we go. So many hearts, man. Queen of Hearts, such a good song. Reminds me of my GTA San Andreas days. That game was pretty awesome. So yeah, now the players have swapped positions. Initially, on the top left-hand side, we had the Zerg player. Bottom right-hand side, we had the Protoss player. But this is a map which is completely mirrored. Unlike some maps, I do believe there's a Kespa map which is like literally on the back of a giant spaceship. And one side it has like one mineral base, the other side it has two. And I think the mineral base on the one side has like rich minerals or something. And it might be easier to hold or something, while the other side has like normal bases. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome map, to be honest. Now, what are we seeing here? We should be seeing, yes, he's saving up the minerals. Panthera will definitely be going for a 14 pool, throwing it down right there. Opting for a very early pool, somewhat defensive you can argue, because in this particular matchup you can afford to throw down the extra drone before going into the pool. As my my Lord and Master has been teaching me as of late, and slowly starting to improve my PvZ. My PvZ has just been terrible, so very bad, because PvZ just relies on so many different timings that you need to hit, and if you do not hit those timings, then you are in for a world of hurt, because you can actually be beaten off of 2-base very, very easily. And yeah, and there we go. Just playing a really nice game here, Diglett. Delayed the hatchery ever so slightly, but then a slight misclick caused the hatchery to go down. And it looks like there will be a Nexus Force before Forge, so the cannons will be delayed ever so slightly. 2 Zerglings are on the field, but it'll take them a while to go across the field. But they do have a while, indeed, to actually get across the field and do some damage. We should be seeing a gateway most probably over here or over here. And I'll actually be surprised to see whether we'll actually have a cybernetic score in the front or not, because having the cybernetic score in the front, there is a chance for it to get sniped, and if it gets sniped, that's stalkers that you won't have. So if you get sniped and the guy just text transitions into mutalisks, you won't have enough stalkers to really be able to deal with it, unless you've gone for Stargate, of course. So yeah, Diglett now gotten up the double gateway in the front, delaying his cybernetic score. This is really wise. I just was talking about it like a moment ago. So no chance of a snipe, and oh, Diglett, just a little bit of missed micro there, loses the probe. And yeah, now the third going down for Panthera, who's just macroing it up at the moment, wants to keep his macro up as hard as possible. So sending one of the queens to the natural. Only the one queen at the moment. Should be seeing an additional queen being made. Nope, opting for drones right now. This guy knows what he's doing, man. He's not a diamond scrub like me. He knows what he's doing. And the double zealots. Actually, no, this was a cybernetic score. I apologize for that. And yes, we do have a random overlord, which could be sniped. Just checking out now Panthera to see whether there are any extra bases. And to also start working on these backdoor rocks, which is really, really smart, because if he tries timing later on, he could actually break down the rocks and kill his opponent without doing... without his opponent really being able to react properly to that. Because if his opponent has the health bars off, then you can't really tell. You'll have to like either highlight it or select the rocks themselves. And right now, I don't believe that Diglett realizes this. And yes, I really don't like SC2 gears sometimes. And now, the Protoss player, Diglett, just checking to see whether there's a third over here. There is not. Opting for the third in the north position. I do believe this is because you'd want to macro as intensely as possible, so you delay making units for as long as possible. Hitting his timings really well, getting the double gas. Actually, somewhat delayed double gas. This is Wings of Liberty-esque, as now you'd want to get your gas up a little bit earlier. Push coming across the field with the Mothership Core along with a Zealot and Stalker. This push can be very annoying. The Zerglings do a good job of like finding the probe, and they will be desperate to try and pick it off. This time it could do a lot of damage, as there are only slowlings available and just drones. A couple of wings are being made, but they're just not enough right now, and this force could not look any more dangerous. And this is going to force a lot of units to be made, as briefly supply block there, now making a lot more Zerglings, now also getting up his speed, and he just doesn't really have enough to really deal with this, and also making a pylon over here. Could actually see a cannon going down. That would be very, very interesting. or just warping in another round of unit. Queen immediately pops. And yeah, the Zerglings desperately try and do something. They did get a surround on the Zealot. They now got a surround on the Stalker. Diglett slipping exponentially on his control. And now sending the Mothership Core away. A really nice defense. And we're looking at a Baneling Nest behind it. Very interesting tech choice. It looks like we might be seeing a 3-base all-in from the Zerg player, as there is only one sentry at home right now. The Mothership Core will see the Zerglings moving across the field, and the Mothership Core actually can do a decent job in killing Zerglings. And what are these two probes doing here? Running into all of those Zerglings, and speed has not yet kicked in, but there are Zerglings in the front now going to be surrounding and killing these two free probes, because free probes are best probes. And I wouldn't be surprised to see the Mothership Core being used to scout out and do some damage, and it looks like, oh, just pushing up, just seeing what's up, and now backing off, does not want to let the Mothership Core see where it is, and immediately going into a Spire transition. I'm not sure whether the Baneling bus is going to happen or not. He's only on 4 gas at the moment, now getting his 5th and 6th gases. And also opting for that Spire play, which I find really odd. I'm not sure whether he initially wanted to go for the Banelings, or whether that's just a defensive Baneling nest in case of getting a lot of friggin' Zealots running amok. And here we go. Hallucinated Phoenix is coming in. Does see the 4th. We'll be checking the main. Very nice, cost-efficient way of seeing what's up, and Diglett is also macroing behind it. It will probably be breaking down these rocks. I wouldn't be surprised to see Diglett actually kill the collapsible rocks so that he can secure the space properly. And now the Zerglings are just running around with gay abandon. 3 Stargates are being made. This might be an overreaction from the Protoss player, as there are just too many Stargates right now. But if he does manage to turtle long enough and secure a 4th, this could actually prove to be completely worthwhile, because late game Stargate is very, very, very powerful against Protoss players. Okay, immediately going for 12 Mutalisks, along with +1 Carapace. Also secured his 7th and 8th gases. Gas for Mutalisks is so very important. And now a random Zergling just runs in. So it's already started doing damage to one of the sentries, which does tickle it to death. And here's a random Observer. Looks like the 3 Stargates are done. The Phoenix production has now begun. These Mutalisks are going to be hard countered, really, really hard, but the thing is, the macro is in the favor of the Zerg player. He will have the 7th and 8th gases, he will have the, I do believe his drone count actually is a little bit low. Now he's droning up ever so slightly, he's nearly at the optimum amount, which I do believe is 75. And, yep, looks like we're going to be seeing a pretty standard game at the moment. I do believe that, each base can actually have like 30 drones each. And it looks like this push will try and make something happen, but I don't think it will succeed. The back has been fortified. There are just not that many ground units, I'd say. And oh, we could actually see a Baneling bus. That would be very, very interesting. I would like to see that from the Zerg player. Now immediately going to just... Oh, he picks off the Zealot in the front. The Zerglings move in. The Zerglings are in Diglett's base. They're killing everything at the moment. Diglett only has the 2 Phoenix. One of the Phoenix looks like it will be picked off. He microed it. And now there's so many Zerglings just running amok. The Phoenix is going. Another Phoenix looks like it will fall. Oh, 2 Phoenix. Actually, nearly 2 Phoenix. More Mutalisks are coming on the way. Bit of a slip of micro there. Everything is dying at the moment. Picking off that one Zealot was so very crucial. And also picking off so many Phoenixes. And it looks like there is the overcharge ability being used. And this, this attack did so much damage. Just a terrible, terrible amount of damage. And it looks like it's not over yet. Winter is coming in the form of Zerglings off of about 4 bases. There is no macro hatch, so yeah, I'm not sure how effective this will be. It's continuing the Mutalisk production. He does, I believe, have an upgrade advantage over his opponent in terms of the armor, and of course now getting the attack damage. And Diglett just not microing as well as he could have. There's so many Zerglings on the field. He could actually go for a Zergling bust right now because he just has the resources to be able to sink it in. Evolution Chamber heavily delayed at the moment, about 14-minute Evolution Chambers, which aren't even finished yet. The Mutalisks are going to poke in, probably going to be cleaning up as much random stuff as they can, picking off a lot of stuff. The Mutalisks actually fly and do a lot of damage. to these. Oh my god, the Phoenixes are not microing enough, and there's a random couple of Banelings making their way to the third, and it looks like they will detonate, killing off a lot of probes, and the Phoenixes are just not being microed as best as they could. The Phoenix count is slowly diminishing, and it looks like Diglett may have lost this one. More units are being sent across the map, and there's the GG. Panthera takes game number 1 of the first semifinal of the Pixel8d Weekly, number 4.
Replay
I'm the
saved.
Mish King, and I'll be right back, guys.